took the long way home again, the way I shouldn't take. I know the ritual, I know the end, for your memory's sake. The streetlights turn from green to red. I watch the numbers climbing down. Every block is a word that you said. The quietest street in this whole town. I slow the car down to a crawl, passing a window where we used to see. I wait for the courage to crash the wall, but I only find the broken part of me. The curtains are closed, I can't see inside. Just the phantom feeling where you used to hide. It's a 5-minute drive that lasts 4 years. I feed the hunger, I embrace the pain. This quiet addiction to all my fears. I know I'll be doing this all over again. I'm trapped inside the loop of that street tonight, where every turn reminds me that you're not mine. I drive past the ghost just to feel the sting. The most painful song is the one I sing, and the distance from your door is still too far to face. I should reroute the GPS, delete the memory from the maps, but I need this moment of painful bliss before the sadness finally snaps. This ritual is all that's left of our connection, a self-inflicted midnight imperfection. The walls are shaking, the lights are low. You stand at the edge, nowhere to hide, watching the darkness overflow. They say the worst is yet to come. They warn of storms and rising flood, but I am standing deaf and numb. My devotion is misunderstood. I watch the frantic shadows dance, but your reflection is clear to me. This isn't just a fleeting chance. This is the only place I wanna be. I've learned to love the chaos and the sound, because it makes the quiet of your presence profound. When everything else fails, I am the last light left burning against the turning of the tides. My heart is yearning. I am your anchor in the madness and the fear. You are the only reason I choose to stay here. My love is the wall that refuses to fall down. When everything else fails, I am the last light left burning against the turning of the tides. My heart is yearning. I am your anchor in the madness and the fear. You are the only reason I choose to stay here. My love is the wall that refuses to fall down. Fall I found the dust collecting on the corner of the shelf. A square of paper showing only your old self. We were here with the whole world feeling new. The sun was setting, the sky was clear. I thought that moment was true. Your arm around my shoulder, eyes full of light. I didn't notice the air growing colder, or the crack that started in the fading light. I hold the past inside this little frame before the day I learned your different name. It's heavy now, this small fixed scene. The brightest memory is the cruelest knife. It shows the perfect thing we could have been. It shows the moment you walked out of my life. This is the last Polaroid of forever, a perfect little lie we took together. The smiles are frozen, but the tears are real tonight. Just the cold memory of a love that wasn't right. Why does the sweetest image hold the sharpest pain? I should burn this picture and let the ashes fly, but I need this proof of how beautifully you could lie. Was it all acting? Was it just a scene? I replay the moment just to know where I've been. This is the last Polaroid of forever, a perfect little lie we took together. The smiles are frozen, but the tears are real tonight. Just the cold memory of a love that wasn't right. Why does the sweetest image hold the sharpest pain? The sharpest pain. In the frame. The light hits the roof. scattered shards. I know the shadows of your history will leave their marks. You are a masterpiece built from broken lines. Every scar you carry is a secret you don't define. I walk carefully around the shards you hide. I only see the beautiful blueprint deep inside. They told you your foundation was too weak to bear, but I see the strength hidden beneath the despair. I won't ask about the fires that burned you before. I only care for the ground right outside your door. I'm building bridges with your broken pieces, beam by beam. You are the blueprint of my most important dream. I see the fortress you were always meant to be. I swear to rebuild you and set the true you free. My love is the concrete that refuses to fail. The past is just a story that we don't have to read. Our future is the fertile ground where we will plant the seed. Stop fighting the ghost of the person you used to be. Your true history written on your fragile side. I look at the edges where the fear begins, and I choose not to see your flaws, but where love wins. I see the places where the light refused to shine, the moments when the kindness wasn't yours or mine. You brace yourself for judgment, holding your breath, but I see the lessons you pull back from death. No need to look away, no need to whisper the tales. Your past mistakes are just the evidence of the sales. I found the beauty in the chaos and the cracks. I chose a road that never turns back. This isn't just about the person I see today. It's about every storm you had to fight away. Every single flaw is a chapter I want to read. The perfect soil for a stronger love to see. I'm signing my name on your scars. I claim them as mine. A permanent witness to your fragile design. The contract of our love includes every dark tear. I won't erase the past, I'll just hold it near. You don't need to be fixed, you just need to be seen. I didn't fall for the illusion of a clean slate. I chose the honesty of what makes you great. Let the critics whisper what they wanna say. Your history only makes me wanna stay. I'll take the damage and call it devotion. They carry on beneath the fluorescent gloom, a future they haven't yet made. I try to join the current, to push the memory aside, but every step I take, there's nowhere left to hide. This whole metropolis keeps rushing on, but I'm waiting here for a dawn that never comes. I wear a smile to blend into the rush, but the silence underneath is sharp and true. The mask is thin, ready to crush, when all I see is the ghost of you. When the city stops its breath, that's when you appear. The only sound I hear is your name ringing clear. Every skyscraper begins to bend. I'm trapped inside a loop that has no end. I'm the only stillness in this desperate The lights are burning down on empty glass. How do I convince the seconds not to pass? I wish the world would pause just for a minute or two, so I could finally catch my breath without you. When the city stops its breath, that's when you appear. The only sound I hear is your name ringing clear. Every skyscraper begins to bend. I'm trapped inside a loop that has no end. I'm the only stillness in this desperate When the city stops its breath, that's when you appear. The only sound I hear is your name ringing clear. Every skyscraper begins to bend. I'm trapped inside a loop that has no end. I'm the only stillness in this desperate. Just the stillness. I see the tired lines etched deep around your eyes, the weight of the world beneath the skies. You don't have to speak the words, I already know the places where your certainty won't go. They told you to run when the structure started to crack, but I'm the one who promised, I'm the one who's coming back. Let the water rise, let the thunder shake the frame. There is no breaking the promise. My pen stopped where the truth began, right before I wrote the line that mattered. I held the courage in my hand, then watched the fragile future shattered. I thought silence was a kinder way, a shield against the final blow. I see now what the cost is today. The deepest pain is the thought of if only so. We built a canyon with all the words we held back. Now I'm screaming into the void, wishing I could backtrack. I look at the ink on the wrong side of the page. Every letter a ghost of what I should have said. This prison of regret becomes my golden cage for the thousand promises that died inside my head. Yeah. This is the unsaid letter, tearing me apart. The words unsaid became the pieces of my heart. I held the fire back until the light was gone. I should have fought the night instead of waiting for the dawn. My deepest wound is the sentence I never chose to speak. Tell me if just one phrase could have changed the tide of speaking. My whole truth would make you stay by my side. I waited for a moment that was never planned. Now I'm left with nothing but this ink in This is the unsaid letter, tearing me apart. The words unsaid became the pieces of my heart. I held the fire back until the light was gone. I should have fought the night instead of waiting for the dawn. My deepest wound is the sentence I never chose to speak. This is the unsaid letter, tearing me apart. The words unsaid became the pieces of my heart. I held the fire back until the light was gone. I should have fought the night instead of waiting for the dawn. My deepest wound is the sentence I never chose. The silent clock upon the wall measures the space since you walked away. I let the moments quietly fall into the burden of yesterday. I still remember the night we swore beneath the cold and distant sky that nothing less could cross our door, no force could ever make us try to live a life where we weren't whole. Your hand in mine, our breath aligned. You gave me ownership of your soul, leaving all the simple world behind. But the promise is heavy.